channels enabled. Okay, well, that's great. Mercury must still be retrograde. Thank you very much. Go to Facebook. My memories. Oh, that is so cool. That was 2 years ago? I miss her. Okay, let me edit privacy, public, done. Good morning, Zena. How's everything in Australia? Share to a group. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Sharing it left and right, girls. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Lisa. How are you? Are you still in Oregon? Good morning, Kristen. Welcome home again. I hope you had a good time in Scotland. Just posting to groups really quick, guys. For some reason, I can't figure it out. I haven't been put back in Facebook jail yet, so I don't know. Okay, I think that's it. I think we're all shared out as far as on my end. You guys can always share out. I always appreciate it. It's a great way to support me. Good morning, Anne. How are you? Wait, it's not filling the chat. Yes, in Oregon, gorgeous and blessed. Home to PV late August or early September. Okay. Yesterday you missed all rainy day. It wasn't too bad though. The rain was actually nice. I thought it was kind of cool. Like stayed cooler, kept it cooler, so it was nice. Good morning, Karen. Good morning, Ducky. Good morning, Ramona. Good morning, Anne. I'm glad you're doing good. That's great to hear. All right, so I don't know how many new people are going to come in, but I'm just going to recite my whole little speech. My name is Dan Geist. This is Engelgeist. This is the daily spiritual report that I am going to give for the energy of the day, as if it were a weather report, right? But it's our energy for today. Did you guys take time and space out yesterday? I hope you did, because that card showed up twice, and if it shows up again today, it's telling us to slow our roll, relax, and just ponder the good things and what we maybe want, okay? That energy could still be at play for some of us today, just because that was the beginning of the week card. This card that we're pulling for today gives us a little bit more in depth of other things that we may want to focus on, or things that, you know, might be coming up aside from that time and space card, okay? So just keep that in mind. If anything doesn't resonate or it doesn't feel like it pertains to you, that's okay. You may not be experiencing that today, and that's completely acceptable. You can always find another reader that might have a message for you on YouTube or Facebook. There's plenty of them that are really good, and like I said, if you need a suggestion, I can certainly suggest people that I watch, that I love to watch, that are great. Good morning, Karma Baladice, I think it is. So that's available to you too, if you need that. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would really greatly appreciate it, especially the YouTube channel. I think I've reached 111 YouTube followers, which was kind of cool. I took a picture of that yesterday when I noticed it. It was 111 people. It's pretty cool. So I was excited about that little angel number action happening on my YouTube channel. But I don't mind you guys fucking that up by joining the YouTube channel. So go ahead, don't worry about changing that number and bringing it up. I've certainly asked my angels for help with that, and I'm asking you guys for help too. You guys can be my little earth angels. Please help promote me, put me out there, put me on your pages, on, you know, wherever you think it's best suited. So let's look at the energy of today, July 22nd. It's the master number, 22. That's always a good sign. 2019. So first, let's take 3 deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. just kind of close our eyes and get centered in this moment wherever we may be, like where our feet are planted. Just kind of take that into account as you breathe in and get into present time. So, ready? Take a deep breath all the way into the belly and release it all the way out through your mouth. And the next one, let's take a deep breath all the way into the belly, but to a count of 5. We're going to hold it for a count of 5 and release for a count of 5. So ready? Inhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sounds a little bit like I'm smoking pot. Sorry, guys. Let's do that again. Ready? You guys are going to have to count, though. Inhale. Hold. And release. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. All right, welcome to July 22nd, Monday morning, 2019. Let's see what the energy has for us today. Good morning, Michaela. Good morning, Michelle. All right, so let me shuffle the cards. Spirit, what energies are at work today on July 22nd, 2019, Monday for the group? Anybody that may be watching this video at this time or come across it throughout the day, please give me information as to what people may expect or be dealing with today and how best to deal with it. Remember those cards from yesterday, guys. If you didn't watch yesterday's weekly forecast, I would go back and check it out on either Facebook or YouTube. A lot of creative energy at the beginning of this week, a lot of time to ponder in our minds and then sort of create with our hearts. I think that this is a crucial time for that, so keep that in mind. I'm liking how the cards are feeling right now. They're feeling smooth and easy, so I'm hoping that's the experience that you guys are giving yourself today, because that is an option. If we want to get caught up in negativity and drama and resistance, we can certainly do that too. But to me, it feels like from the cards that the smooth and easy route is definitely apparent, present, and ready to carry us along. We just need to allow it. The power of the art of allowance. And I'm not talking about 2 quarters for emptying the laundry, guys. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here for Monday, July 22nd, master number 2019. All right, so I've explained the shuffle. It feels good. Like I said, it's your guys' choice what you want to pick and what you want to do. Wow. Okay, here's the card that we've got, and I'm telling you guys, you saw me shuffle. I mean, I think you saw me shuffle. You certainly heard me shuffle. Let me turn on the Buddha camera. Buddha's working properly this morning. I don't know why, but we love it. Say hello to Buddha. Hey, Buddha. He's got his hand out. This is the Two of Worlds. This is reflection. Okay, can you guys see it? Bring it a little bit closer. Now, what I love about this card is definitely internal to me. Even though it's a worlds card, it's like a sort of, sorry. It's kind of got a little bit of a bounce there. Come on, Buddha. Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Okay, so now, this is a worlds card, which to me deals with material wealth, jobs, careers, things like that. How we are in our outside world. But let me get my little pointer. When I look at this, see how snowy, quiet, and desolate it is, and then we have this giant moon up here. This giant moon represents, to me, intuition. It also can represent like looking at the darker side of things or the shadow side of things, seeing it for what it really is or what we really are, looking at ourselves in complete whole, in reflection, taking that quiet time to sort of look at ourselves and say, is this what I really want in my world? Is this where I really want to be? Generally, twos remind me of relationships, right? They make me think of, couplings, friendships, relationships, bonding, that sort of thing. But what I get from this, because it's a reflection card and because of the cards that we got yesterday, which were time, space, and art, which were during the beginning of this week, I really feel like this Two of Worlds is about us communing with our own spirit, our mental mind and our spirit sort of coming together and bringing the body along, because the body goes where with us, right? And really taking that time to reflect, to get quiet, to look at our deeper desires, to look at our deeper what's the word, like our deeper intuitive selves, and even also it's like sort of the things that maybe we maybe at one point in time weren't okay with, but I feel like with this reflection card we are becoming okay with it. We are coming to terms with it. There is this beautiful light here. I've never really noticed this, but it's sort of like, it looks like a shooting star. And so I'm gonna pay a little bit of homage to our friend the star card, who was doing her number. That was earlier this month, right? She was showing up earlier this month and kind of saying hello. So she's still kind of working around in the background. This is about us owning our beauty and our power and our capability, and really like using it to sort of manifest the things that we want in our life. So this reflection here is about going inward, reflecting, taking that time and space, like I talked about in the last 2 days, to sort of think about where we're at, where we want to be, what we deserve, what we don't want anymore, what we're still able to like kind of use the power of those eclipses and the desires of letting go to kind of have what it is we want. But we have to get sort of quiet with ourselves and figure that out. And that's what this card says to me. It's about, okay, I'm going to get quiet. I'm going to go inward. I'm going to commune with my spirit today a little bit, even if it's just for 5 or 10 minutes. I know some of you have jobs. I know some of you are busy. Those of you that aren't, you have no excuse. Get into meditation. But myself included. But if you are busy, 10 minutes of reflection, of spending some quiet time with yourself, of deep breathing and sort of bringing it inward and checking in with yourself and where you want to be, what you need, what's right for you. That's what this card feels like to me. The coldness of all of the snow and everything, it feels like something is going to melt away. It's sort of like that a realization is underneath all of this snow, and we're sort of melting it away. I see that in this little branch here where you can start to see the green and the growth here in the trees. This represents this growth. Again, we have light here. There's stuff happening. There's water on the lake, which represents sort of the emotions, or us looking at our emotions and having control over them. They feel still today. So those of you that tend to be a bit more emotional like me, I think we might actually have a fairly balanced day today. Yes, we'll have our emotions and we'll be aware of them, but they won't be like rolling all over us. We'll be able to reflect upon them and look at them and kind of take them into account and honor them and make our decisions from that place. As we make our decisions from that place, I really believe, because this is a world's card, we're going to start to see beautiful things manifest in our world. We're going to start to see the changes that we are looking for begin to happen. Hey, Kim, it's okay that you're late. Welcome in. Come on in. Yeah, the booty cam, exactly, Ducky. So it's okay that, now I forgot my train of thought, but it's okay to like sort of just go inward, look at what is going on. What is it that we want to create? Where is it that we want to be, right, guys? This is a time for reflection. We've gone through a period of a couple of rough months. June was a little tough for us, and I think that the beginning of July was a lot about going back and forth between our minds and our hearts and what we really believe in and who we are and what we want and what we want to let go of. And now we're on the tail end of that. So now I think it's time to sort of just relax, go inward, reflect, really look at things for what they are. And like I've said in previous videos, we can't change anything until we fully accept it for what it is. And I think that's what this big looming moon is here. Is not that it's bad, but it's sort of like, it is our intuitive side. It is our shadow side that's kind of coming in and saying, hey, remember me? Like, this might be our fears or our worries, those things that we used to use that used to work for us to keep us safe, but now they don't necessarily. So we're sort of reflecting on those things and looking at them in a much bigger picture, in a much calmer way. I love the serenity of this card. I love the peace of this card. And so I think that this card represents that. Give yourself that moment to reflect today. And remember that that time-space card is also at play underneath this reflection card. These cards can't be any clearer, you guys. They feel like they're yelling at us. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but they're like, they've got to me, it feels like with this card today, it's a bullhorn. After time, space twice in a row, plus art coming up midweek, they're telling us, like, take some time for yourself, be good to yourself, be kind to yourself, relax, and ponder, reflect. What's working? What's not? Oh, that's not working? Well, that's okay. We just don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to dwell on it and freak out about it and run that energy. We can be easy with ourselves and just remove it simply and just say, okay, that's not working. I don't like that. That doesn't feel good anymore for me. But it's like taking an inventory, taking a good solid inventory of who we are, where we're at, and being in acceptance of all of it. All of it, good, bad, warts and all. We all have our human, authentic flaws, or what we would call flaws, but are they really flaws, or are they what make us individuals, right? Are they the things that make us human? And as we begin to accept them, like I say, as we begin to find acceptance or the blessing in that, we begin to shift our energy towards that. And we begin to open up in a more positive way, and we have a better connection with ourselves. And this two here, this connection with our spirit becomes stronger and more beautiful. And then manifestation becomes more easy and more, our awareness is better. Does that make sense? So I think this is a time to sort of build on that and build that awareness, build on what we're looking at, what we're creating, and how we're creating. That's really the key too, like taking some responsibility in that. That's this card, and that's that time space card and the art card. It doesn't say we have to be actively doing anything right now, just contemplating, just reflecting, just pondering, just saying, does this work or does it not work? And if it doesn't work, we don't freak out. We just say, oh, that's not working. Maybe I need to replace that. And then let that energy come in and trust that our spirit and our guides or our guardian angels will help us to replace that. Okay? I'm going to leave it there because I think that that's a good read for today. And I feel like it's pretty, dead on. You can't get any more clarity with this card. It's saying reflect. It's saying take time, go inward. For some of you, inward might feel like a scary, lonely place. It's not, though. There's a lot of beauty in there. There's a lot of growth in there. There's a lot of knowledge in there. There's even light in there that some of us don't really access. And it's time to access that light so we can bring it forward and shine it in the world so that we can liberate others so that they may shine. That's one of my favorite quotes by Marianne Williamson. If you don't know it, please look it up. It's called Shine by Marianne Williamson, and it's to the effect of what I just said. I didn't say it perfectly, but it is true, and it's a belief that I believe that when we get out of our own way and we allow ourselves to shine, we also liberate others to do the same. They start to see that they can raise their vibration and live in a better, more positive mindset and world. Okay? So, and that's what the goal here, people. That's why we're here at a tarot reading at 9 o'clock in the morning or whatever time it is for you. So, let me turn off Buddha. Good night, Buddha. Thank you for your help. I'm going to say this because I always do. It's all just energy. Those of you that may be suffering or having a hard time, remember, energy is not static. It's constantly changing within the universe. You can see this in all around us, in nature, in the world, in people, everything. Nothing stays the same. Nothing is static. Nothing is stuck, right? You're not stuck. If you feel stuck or trapped or any of that sort of feeling, you need to know that it too shall pass. It will change. You need to find, my personal opinion is that you need to find the blessing in things. If you can find the blessing or the learning lesson or some sort of joy or understanding, maybe not in the thing that's making you suffer, but in something else even, in some other aspect of your life, it will raise your vibration and it will start to change whatever it is that's holding you down or giving you trouble. And your relationship to it will change. And as it changes and the energy changes, you get to the other side and you can look back and go, oh, now I understand why that happened. Or, oh, now I understand why I went through that. But here's the thing. You brought yourself through that. You did all of that change. It was your actual conscious focusing on the positive or focusing on what is working or what was the blessing that actually brought you through. So you did the work, not the situation. Don't give the situation more power than you give to yourself. So with that being said, I am going to sign off. Just a reminder, guys. Oh, I didn't post my... hold on one second. Let me post my link really quick. This is my link to contact me. You can join the Facebook group, or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also message me at the business page. Please follow the business page if you would like. I'm not sure. Some people are saying that they're not being alerted when I go on, and I'm not sure how that works with Facebook. I know if you join YouTube and you hit the subscribe and then hit the bell, it will let you custom design. You can hit all and you'll be alerted every time I come on, or you can custom design for certain things. There are going to be some changes over at YouTube. There's going to be videos that I'm going to be pre-taping and putting up at YouTube, pick-a-cards and things like that. I was working on that a little bit last night, and I was doing a little preemptive work on that this morning. So that will be happening. I'll be posting those in the group, so those of you in the Facebook group will be able to pop over to YouTube and watch them. They'll be fun, I'm hoping, and informative and uplifting. And the other thing is this Monday, which is today, we did post in the group that my prices will be raising by $10 for the private one-on-one readings to $50. So that has happened at this point in time. Those of you that had booked, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad that you booked before the price rate going up. But this is about me sort of valuing myself as you guys should value yourselves. This is about me creating my dream too, and being, doing whatever I'm doing. I don't know. It's funny. Everybody has their opinions about you shouldn't charge for spiritual work. But money is a spiritual energy too. Interesting. I don't always do bottom of the deck energy. I notice some of the readers that I follow do bottom of the deck energy, and I happen to just pick up the bottom of the deck, and it happens to be the Three of Cups, which is the love card. It's a beautiful card. So be in reflection and love today, guys. Be in reflection with a basis. How about that? Bottom of the deck is the foundation of what we want today. The foundation of our reflection today should be that of the Three of Cups, which is love. So as you reflect today, as you go inward, as you look at yourself and what is going on for yourself and how you're feeling, do it from a place of love for both yourself and those around you, and watch how things can change. Watch how situations shift. Watch how you shift and change. And watch how you were the reason why that happened. Watch how much power your thoughts can have, your focus can have, your intention and your attention. Because there is power there, guys. All right, I love you all. I'm glad you all tuned in. I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you will take this time to reflect. As I said, it's a very creative time right now, whether we realize it or not. It's almost, I want to say this, like Spirit is telling me in my ear right now, it's so creative that they don't want us doing too much. Like freaking out and trying to make too much happen. They want us to relax and just find what feels good. And just kind of look at that and go, I think that's it. And then let that go and let them bring that to you. I'm not saying do nothing, but I'm just saying don't get too worked up, don't get too emotional, relax. Know that whatever it is you're pondering, whatever it is you're focusing on, whatever it is feels good and feels right, can actually come to you in a very easy fashion. We don't have to overthink it, we don't have to overwork it. And that's what I'm getting from these cards, especially with time, space, and art, and now the reflection card. So please tune in tomorrow to see what goes on with the rest of this week, if we stay in this creation phase or if it changes for us. I would love to hear what you guys are pondering about. If you want to comment below, or if you want to comment in the group, I would love to know, if anything does come of your reflections or of your time and space that you've taken over the last few days. What thoughts have come out? What ideas have come out? What sort of inspirations have you sort of come across? Or, have you come across some shadow side things that aren't serving you? Like I know one of mine is this need to stay in bed. I wasn't doing it right after the eclipse. I felt very energized, but lately I've been going back to bed after walking the dogs. And it's not that it's a bad thing. I'm actually allowing myself to do that because of the time-space card and because of this time that I think is a sort of a reflective period that we need. But that tends to be mine, I guess, is maybe my shadow side would be sort of underselling myself or doubting myself and not procrastination, but just sort of a general, I'll do it tomorrow. Well, I guess that's procrastination. Anyways, so those are things that I need to I accept those are things about myself, but they're, and in doing so, I feel like I can laugh about them and they slowly change. they're no longer this like monkey on my back going like, you're such a loser. Because trust me, that can be no fun when you're in that place. And some of us, sometimes get stuck there. I believe that. But like I said, it's all just energy. It's all just thoughts. We have the power to change it. All right, I'm going to sign off. I love you guys. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, especially to YouTube. It's okay, Jamie. I'm actually signing off. Hi, Kayanat Bokhari. Thank you for the subscription. You're the 111th. I noticed that last night. I loved it. I actually took a picture of it. Thank you. You are my angel number. So thank you, Kayanat Bokhari. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. But yeah, I was stoked to see 111 on my YouTube channel just because it was an angel number. So now let's get me to 222. So please like, share, comment, subscribe. Post this video on your personal pages if you feel so inclined. Post it on your friends' pages. Good morning, Carolyn. How are you, Caroline? But I am about, what do you need to ask, Kayanat? And I'm only letting you ask because you're my 100th and 11th. You're like the door prize winner. What did you want to ask? Hey, Jennifer Nichols, how are you? Thank you for the hearts. Are you there, Kayanat? Sorry, it's a little dead air, guys. I'm not seeing your question. Is it the chat? You too, Jamie. You have a great day too. Let me put my link in there again. See if that's going to go through. No, my link's going through, so it's not the chat. Kayanat, you can ask a question quickly. Are you there, sir? Or ma'am? I'm not sure. Vacation. Hey, Maria Cruz Perez, welcome. What do you mean by vacation? How is that a question? Should you go on vacation? I say go. And I don't even need to read you for that. I say everybody deserves a vacation. I hope your Monday is marvelous too, Jennifer Nichols. I'm not sure of your question, Kayanat. Can you put it in the comments on the video and maybe I can respond there on the YouTube video, okay? Place a comment there and I'll come back and look at it and respond. How does that sound? Because we're just sitting here on dead air waiting. Oh, no, I mean, should I ask her if she wants to spend time with me this week? Well, let me look for you, Kayanat, because you're my 111th subscriber on YouTube. So you'll get a free card right now. I don't normally do this, but let's do it. Should Kayanat ask her to spend time with him before she goes on vacation? First thing that I'm getting, Kayanat, right now as I'm shuffling your cards is if you are going to ask her, do not ask her from a place of worry. Do not ask her from a place of fear. She'll sense it. And it will just make for things being more awkward. If that makes any sense at all. Let's pull your card. 5 of Cups, which is disappointment. It feels to me like you've got some issues around dating, Kayanat. I have a feeling that this is like old history for you. There's fears going on. I don't necessarily know that asking her would be a disappointment necessarily. What I feel like this card is, and let me put it up here, is it feels like it's old relationships that you have had that have hurt you in the past, and you're kind of approaching her with this same sort of fear or worry. You are protected. This rose and this rose here say to me that you are very protected, but all of this broken like dishware says to me that these are old relationships that maybe haven't gone well for you. And so you're like sort of fearing maybe asking this girl to go away with you or to spend time with you before she goes on vacation for fear of things from the past recurring to you, or previous disappointments are haunting you before you're able to allow yourself to ask the question. And what I'm saying and what I was getting in the shuffle too very specifically was if you are going to ask her with confidence. Ask her with a pure heart, like no worry. Don't worry. Don't be fearful that maybe whatever's going to happen between you and her is going to be the same as what has happened between you and other relationships in the past. Does that make sense? So I feel like I'm going to say this. If you can't get that fear or that worry out of the way, let her go on vacation and maybe don't ask. But if you can get that fear, this disappointment, this worry of previous relationships, if you can stand strong like these roses and know that you deserve this, then I say ask. But this card to me feels like you're too much in your worry and too much in your fear. And like I said, today's card, the energy for today, was not about should I or shouldn't I. It was about reflection on ourselves, not on her, but on ourselves. Go inward and look at what you want to create for yourself. Have you gotten clear on what type of relationship you want with her in the future prior to asking her to spend time with you? Or are you just trying to date her and you're fearful that it's going to turn out like every other relationship that you've had, which maybe has brought you nothing but sort of disappointment? So I don't feel like she is a disappointment or this relationship would be a disappointment, but I feel like you have had enough disappointments in your past that those things might affect the relationship you may create with her in the now. Does that make sense? So like I said, the cards that have gone on in this week are about us taking time, not actually doing much, but just thinking, going inward, meditating, and getting clear of the things that are no longer serving us. This disappointment, this fear, this old energy, these old memories of old relationships that maybe haven't worked is not serving you anymore. You need to let it go. You let this go, and then you ask her, and I think you'll be good. You'll be happy. You'll be able to ask her in a way that she will respond positively. Okay? So, does she want you to? You've already asked your one question, and I've given you your answer, Kainat. I love that you're my 100th and 11th, but don't be greedy now. I don't know if she wants you to. I think that you need to get over your own worry and fear of disappointment. I can't tell because I'm reading you. I can't read her. She's not the one asking me to read her. You're asking me to read you and what you should do. So I'm telling you that's this card. But to read her with her not being here present is kind of not appropriate. So I'm not going to do that for you, unfortunately, just because she would need to ask, right? I think that it doesn't matter whether or not she wants you to or not. The question is do you want to? And then if you want to, are you brave enough to do it? Are you sure enough that it's not going to lead to disappointment for you down the road? Those are the things that I think that you need to work on before you even worry about what she wants. This is what the cards are saying. Reflect, take time and space, figure out what it is that you need, not what she wants, because she's not going to fix you. Does that make sense? You're very welcome. Well, I can understand that you're scared of disappointment from her. So then maybe don't go into it, because that's what I was getting in the shuffle is do not ask her with any fear or worry, because she will pick up on it. It will make it awkward. So if you can't ask her without fear, then maybe now is not the time to ask her. Find out why you have that fear. Go inward and reflect today. That was the card for today. So if you go back and watch this video and look at the broadcast, that's why I do the broadcast, is to give everybody sort of an energetic insight into what they may want to be doing today to better serve themselves. Today is about reflection. Go inward, meditate on it, figure out what it is your issues are around asking her, and let go of those issues, and then see how you feel about asking her. And then when you feel more positive and more self-assured, I imagine the answer will be much more positive from her. Does that make sense? Love and light to you too, sir, and thank you for subscribing. Keep an eye out for other videos. I will be putting them up. Please, you guys put my videos out there wherever you feel like they are needed, and I will see you all tomorrow for the forecast in the morning. I am going to try and get my shit together and do a pop-up this week. And I am going to also try and get some pick-a cards up and maybe some tarot scopes. I'm working on it. Working. So keep that in mind, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Love you all. Bye.